Go ahead.
We have a few things that we wanted to do besides just an informal gathering. And if you look out on the river on a beautiful day like this, you can see one of our fringe benefits for all those who work in the library. And for people like me who grew up on the coast by the water, and I spent a lot of my childhood off the New England coast on one island or another. And I can remember my grandfather, who was a great sailor and loved the sea, and once in a while we'd see some sails off in the distance, and he'd get very much excited. He loved sailing ships, and some of them he could recognize by their cut, and some had a little finer cut than the other. And I think today we are going to honor a person who is a little better cut than all of us. And for that we will give you Chris Acker, who will give you other introductions.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. It is indeed an honor, and it gives me a great personal pleasure to be a part of this afternoon's program. There are a number of presentations to be made today, so my remarks will be brief, which will be a relief to everyone, including myself. Augsburg has honored a great many of its citizens throughout the years. We have honored our politicians, our prominent businessmen, clergy, and those in the professions. What I know of no one more deserving of honors and of our respect and admiration than Margaret Westbrook. More than any person I know, she has dedicated a lifetime to serving others, selflessly and without thought of reward. In fact, I'm sure that if she became aware that there were rewards, she would refuse them and insist that they be given to someone else. She is a rare person, and this town has been enriched by her presence. Now, this afternoon, we have a number of people to introduce. The first person is Mr. Smith, who's going to read the proclamation of the city of Augsburg, which was adopted by the Common Council. Our mayor is sick with flu, and so Mr. Smith is going to stand in for him.
Well, I'm far from being a politician, and I guess at last resort, I was asked to take the place of the mayor, who unfortunately came down with the flu. In the proclamation, whereas the Augsburg Public Library is holding a recognition party for Miss Margaret D. Westbrook on April 4th, 1976, and whereas Miss Westbrook has devoted countless time and energy as a volunteer for the public library, for the Red Cross, for the United Helpers, for the St. Lawrence Hospital, for St. John's Church, for the Salvation Army, and others for many years. And now, therefore, as mayor of the city of Augsburg, I hereby proclaim Sunday, April 4th, 1976, as Miss Margaret D. Westbrook Day. Signed, Joseph B. Denny, Mayor.
I don't know whether I should get up and thank you for this unexpected and this undeserved honor, because Ogdensburg has done more for me than I ever did for Ogdensburg. They paid my salary for some 20-odd years. Don't say the city owes me anything. So that's all just crazy, and I got paid for everything I did. Where's Lean Needle over there? Lean Needle is the one that took all the night calls. She ought to have a special day. And I just, of course, I don't know how to say this about accepting an undeserved honor. But because I do appreciate it very much. And I wish I felt it. What would I have done without the library, you tell me? What would I have done without you taxpayers paying my salary over all these years? Everything I did, it was paid for, and I was darn glad to get it.
Cousin Mark, you're going to have to sit there very patiently because there's lots more to come.
Well, I don't have anything else to say, so
Next, I'd like to introduce Tom Spaulding, who is on the staff of our Assemblyman Dan Haley, who would like to make a presentation. Right. They're coming through the crowd.
Puts my stomach in. Dan expresses his regrets he is unable to attend today, and I'm honored to bring this, to present this to you. In a time where so many people demand money for doing nothing, it certainly is nice to meet a woman who demands nothing for doing something. This is a certificate of merit presented to Miss Margaret D. Westbrook in recognition of being named Ogdensburg Volunteer of the Year from Assemblyman Dan Haley.